We are here to introduce this year's valedictorian, Lucas Dalrymple, and tell you all about him.
Yes, Lucas was born on a stormy August night. The wind was howling.
Mr. Prasad, we don't need to tell them everything. Maybe just tell them about Lucas's time at school.
Gotcha. From the time he entered kindergarten, Lucas was determined to be class valedictorian.
Now, Mr. Prasad, this isn't one of your classes where you can just ramble on endlessly. Maybe let's focus on Lucas's time here at White Oaks.
If we have to.
It is our distinct honor to introduce this year's valedictorian, Lucas Dalrymple. I had the privilege of teaching Lucas in our Theory of Knowledge class. From the very beginning, Lucas stood out. He brought a rare combination of curiosity, courage, and charisma to every discussion. Never one to shy away from a challenge, he frequently took on the role of devil's advocate, not to stir debate for its own sake, but to push thinking deeper and wider. Lucas reflects and reinforces the values we hold dear in the Halton District School Board: equity, inclusion, and human rights. He reminds us that education isn't just about knowledge, it's about using that knowledge to make the world a better place. He is unafraid to ask the hard questions, to challenge assumptions, and to lead with heart.
Throughout his time here at White Oaks, Lucas has made a positive difference, showing himself to be kind and funny, a leader in the school community who lifts up those around him. These qualities were clearly seen by his teachers, who have shared in many ways Lucas brought energy, kindness, and leadership into their classrooms and beyond. Mr. Watson recalled a trip to the Halton Water Festival, where during his free time, Lucas connected with a group of younger elementary students, doing push-ups with kids sitting on his back. Mr. Watson was impressed with his natural and playful sense of leadership. His grade 9 science teacher, Mr. Soki, remembers him as a very sincere, respectful, and positive-minded student. For Mr. Actor, it was his sense of humor which made everyone feel welcome. As part of the volleyball team, Mr. Wren said that Lucas was always willing to do what was best for the team. Ms. Pratt commends his growth as an assistant coach of the senior girls volleyball team, taking on many responsibilities which included managing practices, warm-ups, and game strategies. Ms. Pratt also describes Lucas as a respectful, hard-working, courteous, and intelligent young man who will go on to do great things for himself and his community. These kind words dovetail with Lucas's accomplishments here at White Oaks. He's a Senior Boys Athlete of the Year, recipient of the Craig Saunders School Life Award, co-captain of the boys volleyball team, assistant coach of the senior girls volleyball team, and part of the Halton Tier 2 Championship baseball team. His positive impact on the White Oaks community will be felt for many years to come.
We invite Lucas to share his thoughts on the class of 2025. Please join us in welcoming your class valedictorian for 2025, Lucas Dalrymple.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prasad and Mr. Kurmash. Good evening, parents, teachers, guests, and the graduating class of 2025. I'm honored for the opportunity to speak at such a special occasion. First, I would like to thank the unbelievable administrators, counselors, teachers, and staff that go out of their way every day to help us succeed. I'm very grateful for my dad, sister, girlfriend, family, and friends for the constant support, and my mom for always believing in me, loving me, and pushing me to be my best. And thank you, graduates, for sharing these past 4 unforgettable years with me. In case you didn't know, this is the largest graduating class in White Oaks history, which is clear by the length of that ribboning ceremony. So, because that ceremony was pretty long, I'll try to keep my speech short and sweet, like Mr. Actor. Let's go back to the beginning. In grade 9, we entered the school with masks, very unsure why portable 13 and 14 are on opposite sides of South Campus. We then entered grade 10, and somehow would have a class in the North Portable in our very nice class on 3rd floor at South Campus. It was probably around this time that we paid off the mortgage to the White Store. Next, grade 11. We found out it was strange enough to do the IB program and told ourselves that marks matter now. Then, grade 12 rolled around, and marks actually did matter. We had some memorable student versus teacher sports games, watched the Sugar Plums lose all their aura at a winter assembly, and saw Mr. Soki absolutely dominate the dance floor for one last time at prom. But one of the things that I love the most about the class of 2025 is regardless of gender, race, and religion, we all have one thing in common: chronic senioritis. We've been skipping classes so much that this is more of a reunion than a graduation for some of us. We're sorry, English teachers, but no, we did not actually have 37 appointments in the second semester. But in all seriousness, this large and diverse class has overcome obstacles and grown together over the past 4 years to become a resilient group of leaders, artists, athletes, and genuinely good people. Next, I wanted to speak about something inspirational. So I did what any sensible student does and asked ChatGPT, which suggested for me to talk about setting your goals high. Not as high as the speed bumps on South Campus though. Those are way too high. For those of you who didn't laugh at the joke, the time has come. Please get your license. Next, ChatGPT told me to talk about confidence. So as the class of 2025 steps out into the world, I want each and every one of you to be as confident as Mr. Marsha is in a plaid shirt, or as confident as Mr. Musso is in his Corvette. Jokes aside, I will share the 3 most important lessons that I've learned as a student during my time at White Oaks. The first, I learned in grade 10, when I used to complain about getting homework or the difficulty of course loads. Later that year, I went on a humanitarian trip to a school in Guatemala that provides education for children who can't afford it. Although I was there as a leader and English teacher for some of these kids, I learned much more from them. Kids as young as 6 with so little who go home and help their parents with work after school, offer me part of their lunches countless times. We're so grateful to go to school every day and taught me that all you need are 2 worn out shoes for goalposts and a soccer ball to be happy. Returning to White Oaks, my perspective on school completely changed. I became truly grateful to be in class every day and realize the opportunities such as OEAP, SHISM, or the IB program aren't a burden, but a privilege. My first message is, be grateful for what you have, recognize your privilege, and use it for something greater than yourself. Moving on to my second message is about being valedictorian. During the process of getting here, I was scared that I would fail, scared that I would receive no votes, and scared that I would mess up a speech in front of over 2,000 people. So honestly, I wasn't even gonna run. But I came across a quote that goes something like this: there are only 2 people whose opinions should ever matter to you: your 8-year-old self and your 80-year-old self. I realized that I wanted to be valedictorian to make my 8 and 80-year-old self proud, no one else. Ask yourself, are you becoming the person that your 8-year-old self would look up to? Are you living a life that your 80-year-old self will look back on without regret? Do you remember your childhood aspirations of becoming an artist, musician, actor, entrepreneur, or whatever your dream was? In 60 years from now, will you look back on your life with pride and passion? My second message is, remember what matters, remember who matters, and don't get distracted by the noise. The third and final message I have is about one of my favorite numbers, 11:59. I'm sure at some point we've all heard that we have an assignment due at 11:59 p.m. and probably thought, great, that's tons of time. I'll probably start at around 8 or 9 p.m. Only, there is no 11:59 on the things that we love. No urgency, no deadline. So oftentimes, it just keeps getting pushed back. Take that risk and do what you've always wanted to. Time will fly by, so stop worrying about that university program you didn't get into. And go visit your family, backpack through Europe, or get that French trip out of the group chat.
My last message is, when you wake up tomorrow with no schoolwork, keep that idea of 11:59 in your head and do what you've always wanted to now. Over the last 4 years, we've all made remarkable connections, and I wouldn't have rather done it with anyone else but all of you. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and go Wildcats!